everyone, it's Pam from Glam Junk Journals, and today I'd like to do a flip through of my latest journal. This is my Gothic Steampunk all fabric junk journal, and I just put the finishing touches on this yesterday, and I am so excited with how this turned out. I knew I wanted to do an all fabric junk journal just because I have accumulated so many beautiful fabrics, and they just lend themselves to the depth of the Gothic steampunk look. So I am so excited about this. So this journal measures 8 by 10, and like all of my all fabric journals, it is very thick. It has a 4-inch spine. So the cover I created, and there is a tutorial on this that I recently did, I think it was a couple days ago, on how I put this together. I did add a couple extra touches after I finished that video, and I encourage you guys to go check that out. It was so fun to put this together with all of the different elements. What I did add is some of that orange and black scarf. I was debating on whether to use that on the cover, but I like the way it's just a little bit around the edges of this gorgeous brooch. And I was also deciding on how to use these adorable skulls. So thank you very much. One of my subscribers says, well, why don't you hook it on to the brooch so it dangles? And that's exactly what I did. Perfect. Thank you so much. This one down here I did sew on because the filigree, I could not get a ring through the filigree on the bottom, and I knew I wanted this cute little guy to be hanging down. I also added a gear and a little heart steampunk adornment there. And along the bottom here is a journaling card. So I stuck that underneath. So let's go inside. This is so fun, and it is this time of year. I love this time of year. I don't know if you guys love it as much as I do, but it's just such a great time of year. So as you guys know, if you watched my tutorial on how I put the cover together, this is the tie closure. I got this at an antique mall, and it goes all the way around. This is a hand crocheted, I don't know if this was a scarf, but it is really long, and it goes all the way around the outside. So let's go inside. Now this booklet here, let me make sure I'm in frame. That's one of my goals, is to be in frame. I used 2 digital kits in this junk journal, one from Desiderium and one from KellysCraftsByKelly. And I will put a link in the description box for their Etsy shops. Gorgeous digitals. I knew I wanted something that had all of the rich, burgundies and reds and blacks and just all of those steampunk and Gothic looking digitals. And so those are the images that were provided by these 2 kits. Fabulous. So this little booklet here I created. I love the balloon. And what I did do, I don't know if you can see around the edges here, I did do a little bit of collaging, and on the back side around the edges, and I did do this with most of the journaling cards and the tags in here, I added some gold gilding wax, and I just think it just brings the whole image, just adds so much depth. So here is a journaling booklet. It has been Mod Podged with Mod Podge matte over the top. I did add a glimmery, sparkly piece of chipboard, and on the inside, this is tied with a satin ribbon. There is a journaling space here. I did some stenciling, and these pages have been distressed, and they have been sprayed with some gold glimmer mist, and then some images from the kit. And then some of my, what is this? This is from a magazine that had some steampunky looking images, and this is one of those railroad receipts. So, and then a dictionary page. So, and then on the back, this is an image from Sears Roebuck catalog, and I just thought those carriages were kind of cool, and they fit with the whole steampunk vibe. And this is a piece of cardstock that I did use some gilding wax over it, and also some of those glitter pearls along the bottom there. So that fits inside here. And another thing I knew I had to include was this gorgeous pattern. This, besides leopard, is my favorite pattern. I love the Harlequin pattern. It's just is fabulous. So anyways, okay, so there's a pocket on this side. Another thing that I wanted to do with this journal, and you'll see as we go through the whole thing, I wanted to do tons and tons and tons of layering of fabrics. And so you'll see that throughout this. This is part of that scarf that I used on the cover. This goes around the front of this pocket right here. This is a Halloween mask, and I thought it was perfect. It fit so good onto the pocket here. And as you can see, there's tons of layering of the different fabrics here, and some of this brown was from a skirt. And on the inside, both of the pockets on the front and the back have been fully lined. Well, all of the pockets have been, I should say, with a contrasting pattern of fabric. And so on this side, here is some more layers. As you can tell, there's like 4 different layers. This is the shirt or the blouse that I cut up that I featured in my tutorial. So that is part of the sleeve. I love that. And then on the inside here is a large journaling card and another smaller journaling card that does have some collaging on the back. So that fits right in there. And then this is an envelope that I distressed and added some gilding wax and some stamping and stenciling. And this image was from the Graphics Fairy. And then on the inside is just a pretty card. I thought the gorgeous red and the black and the gold went so well with this. So that just fits, whoops, on the inside right there. Stick that back in there. And then on this side here is some more another image from the kit from Kelly's Crafts by Kelly. And I did add some gold pearls on there, some liquid pearls, and as you can tell, more layering and layering of fabrics. If you can see behind there, there's some more of that Harlequin and some this is like some brown and gold tulle that I got off a Halloween costume. And I wanted to play up the peacock vibe with the peacock feather. And this is sewn onto fabric there. And on the inside here is another pocket. And like I said, they're all fully lined. Here is another large journaling card that I just added a gold ribbon. I just thought that brought everything together. And just a funny playing card that goes with the whole vibe, right? And then a journaling card. So that fits right back in there. And then on this side, here is a large belly band. And this belly band was made from that long piece of that red fabric that I didn't know what it was. And thank you to you guys for telling me. It was a long piece of fabric that's used to wrap around a throw or a pack of pillows when you buy them. That's why they had the Velcro on there. I knew one of you guys would know, so thank you. It's mystery solved. So anyways, that's what this is right here. I just cut it up and I layered some lace and I put some appliques on the top and sewed it on the top and the bottom, creating a belly band. And here are two more images. These were from the free domain on the internet. And here is a large piece of journaling space there, and just a cute little card. Isn't that cute? Love that. So those fit inside there. But as you can see, a couple of the pages I did do some collaging, which I like to do. And here is all of the fabric that is used within the journal. I've got the, the maroons and the laces and the black and the cream and the gold around the outside. So that fits right back in there. And then on this side, here is one of my layered fabric pages. I love to do that. I knew I wanted her to be the focal point, and she is copied onto a tea-dyed bed sheet, but I built up the layers from the ground up like I like to do. And this fabric that's in the background on my table is the same fabric as this. I got this along with the cover fabric from my favorite store in Denver, Recreative Denver, all donated craft supplies. And they have a huge, huge room of just fabrics. Oh, I know I'm going to spend at least 2 hours every time I go in there, just because it's so much fun to go through. So that's where this fabric is from. Then I layered some of a large crocheted doily, some more of that Halloween tulle, a blouse, added some beaded trim along the bottom, and some more trim along the outside. And here's some of the same gray that is used on the cover. This is from a blouse from Goodwill. So I'll flip that over. And here is the center. I created two, large pockets, and I sewed down the center. And this is that same orange scarf, orange and black scarf. I added some appliques on both sides and created two large collaged journaling tags. And these come right out there. Aren't those digitals gorgeous? Ah. And the same gilding wax around the whole thing. And there's some more of my Harlequin pattern. Oh. And on each of these, there is a part of a snippet roll. You guys know how I love to do that. And I did do the snippet roll across the top, and then added some more of that gold and black scarf to bring the whole thing together and make it cohesive. And on the back here is another large piece of upholstery fabric that is just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So those fit right back in there. And we flip the page over again. And here I created a pocket that has been, it's been padded, and I used some of the same satin fabric and some black lace. And this gorgeous brooch I just had to add because it's beautiful. I got that at a thrift store. And some of the same layering techniques as before. A large journaling, or excuse me, small journaling card, and then a large journaling card. Isn't that pretty with the corset? And I just love the burgundies and the blacks and the grays. Oh, so those fit right back in there. And then on this side here, I created a side pocket, still doing that same layering technique that I just think is so much fun. And that's probably why, I know, why my journals turn out to be so chunky, is because I love to layer. I just do. And I think it's just so much fun. On the bottom here is the last little skull. I sewed him on the bottom. Isn't he cute? And then on the inside pocket here, got a small card there with some of the same tool that's used on the cover, and another journaling card with a couple little pieces of ephemera, and a little belly band across the side there, and a vintage postcard that I kind of think that goes along with the whole goth look on that. And then there is another pocket on the side with another collaged tag. So those all fit right back in there. And then there is another pocket right here and another journaling booklet. Love the gears and the mechanical look of this. Isn't that beautiful? And on the back side, we have a corset with a snake and some of the same gorgeous burgundies and purples. Oh, and I'm not going to open this journaling booklet because it is very similar to the other one. A fully lined pocket there. So that fits right back in there, and this goes right here. So those all fit right back in there. And then on this page, yes, yet another collaged page with all my fabrics. I love how it just kind of focuses your attention onto this centerpiece right there. And this is some scraps that I just thought went together, so I made a little collage piece there and created a snippet with some of the fabric and the laces and some beading that are used throughout this journal. And then on this side right here, here is a pocket that I created with some of the fabric made a fabric cluster, bleh, if I could talk, and I added some buttons and some gears. And here's a little tuck right there with a journaling card there. And on the inside, there is some more of the same gorgeous fabric that's used throughout this journal. A large journaling card there that has been collaged again. And on the back, I did do some experimentation with some distress oxides. And I love how this turned out. It's got the blues and the golds and kind of that grungy look that, you know, goes along with goth and steampunk. So I like that. Just added some lace trim on the side there. And another kind of a bookmark stuck right there. So that folds over, and move this over. And here is the back. Here is another tuck spot created by that fabric, and a fabric journaling booklet. And this fabric is from a homecoming dress that I bought, and some of the same fabric that's used throughout. And along the inside, there are some of the same types of images and writing pages. And here is another one of those playing cards. Don't those crack you up? I love that. And then here is the back with another pocket. And I've got to be honest with you, I was going to create even more items to put here, but the journal just got too large. So these bits of ephemera and pockets and everything, or I should say not pockets, the ephemera and the booklets and all of the tags can be moved around in between all the pockets and the tuck spots. So there she is. I love this. It was so much fun to put together. I knew I had a vision to use a lot of the fabrics and things that I've gathered, and wanted to create this whole steampunky Gothic looking vibe, which I think turned out great. And then the addition of this gorgeous brooch. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to mention, see, there's so much stuff. There's always these little surprises, is I created a large, kind of like a bookmark, and it has a key on the bottom and a little dangly piece of jewelry on the top. So I forgot to mention that guy. And then as you can see along the bottom here, let me fold this back up. If you look at the bottom, look at all that. I wanted everything to just overflow, and I just think it adds so much interest to the journal. But don't you love that? Oh, Oh, I love it, love it, love it, with all the trim and the danglies and the lace. Huh, yay. Anyways, there she is. Now she is going to be available in my Etsy shop, so go over there and take a look. And again, I wanted to say thank you for all of your wonderful comments on my Connect With Me video I did about a week ago. I appreciate that. And, you know, keep them coming. I love to hear from you. You guys are the best, and I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching today, and have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!